Getting money since I was legit. Ever since I blew, they all on my hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long. Say I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my fit. Ex slick, then he with the back then, used to out the zip. Blow out his back and then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these four things pull out the VIP. Suck, turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip.
Okay, Coach, it is always a celebration here in New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Indianapolis Colts. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Down. 50. 50's a mine. 50's a mine. Don't let it breathe. Don't let it breathe. Play it top deep.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now a carry from Mack. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Brissett. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 22-yard line.
1st down, Colts.
On set. It's got Mike 50. Mike 50. It's just warm up.
Here's a guy coming off a strong rookie season, Gus Edwards. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn into a...
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Eric Ebron. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Saints, nothing.
And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Buddy up. 50 seconds. Run. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Bridgewater on 1st down. And right away, he lost the football.
A plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. From the gun, Bridgewater. And he's going to go down again. Darius Leonard has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, it's apparent that these guys are getting after it right from the opening kickoff. They roll right downfield and score on their first possession. And here on defense, back-to-back sacks. Someone is ready to play.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
To throw, Bridgewater. Darius Leonard in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on 3rd down, and you make the home crowd go.
There's a hush indeed. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis 1st down.
Mike, 56, right there, 56. It's just me and you.
They'll run on 1st down, Edmonds. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
On 1st down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll try to throw now. Brissett. Complete to Hilton. 23 yards the pickup there.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. And it's now 14-0. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, cut up. Get the right one. 57. Mike, 57. Go. Just like that. Just like that.
And now with a play clock winding down, a whistle and possibly a false start. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And once again, this Colts defense stops him behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Leads to 3rd down and 14.
They've had touchdowns on both of their drives thus far, but now they face a 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Play action now. Brissett. Ebron's got it. A big play there for Indy. 47 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pumps from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. On 2nd down, it's Edwards. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
Check, 47.
Brissett on 3rd and 2. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jakeem Grant, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And it's now 21-0. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. The first carry for the Utah man now. It's Joe Williams. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
We got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
On 2nd down now. It's Williams, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play? And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it. Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it? Yep. They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists. Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it? It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game. Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage. Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st. 2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there, pick up the 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Brissett. And he's got it, complete to Fowler. That's some strong running. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him. Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the passing game. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
At the Saints 16-yard line.
Let's go! Pittsburgh! Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Here's Marlon Mack. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Ready, set. You. Check 37, check 37. Kill.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Let's go, boys, let's go.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. When you talk about a battle being won in the trenches, that touchdown right there, a lot of credit to the offensive linemen.
Yeah, when you watch them surge across the front, they really created great space for the runner to get in.
And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one taken from the 7. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. And this is Cook with a grab. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Bridgewater. And brought in by the tight end Cook. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Check 15, check 15.
Bridgewater on 3rd and 2. And that will be incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
Looking to throw on second down. Brissett. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Bridgewater completes it to Davis. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
Under crunch, under crunch, under crunch. Topper, topper.
Bridgewater now. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Darius Leonard in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Here's Thomas Morstead now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
At the 5-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, tighten down. There you go.
Now a run with Edwards. He'll have a first down and more past the 20. And he's going to get this all the way up to the 30-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
They'll go back to Edwards on first down. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now on 2nd and 13. Brissett. He completes this one to Mack. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing. Brissett. He's going to wind up and air it out. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. And they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
Bridgewater down from the 50. That'll be complete to Cook. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
I think it's okay there they didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Bridgewater to throw it. This one caught by Davis. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. Second down coming up.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
On second and 11 now. Bridgewater out of the backfield. That's complete to Kamara. 4 yards on the pickup, and just like that, it's third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They got to get to the 23 here on third.
Crunch time, defense.
Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Yo, 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 yo.
Now Bridgewater. It's caught by Davis. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 20-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
He was brought down at the 8-yard line. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Here we go. Here we go. I'm here all day. Check the backer. Check the backer.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead is down to 28-10. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
He's got a first down and more past the 30 and all the way up to the 33-yard line. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Ready. 47. Check my 47. You must be dreaming.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I don't know about you, partner, but on 2nd and inches, a lot of the times I'm leery about the offensive guys thinking about taking a shot downtown. Instead, they just hand it to the big man and let him rumble forward for a first down.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, this is Edmonds. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, it doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. They'll run on first down. Edmonds. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
On play action, Brissett forced out to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Enough Texas start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
early in a hole here, 3rd and 17, following the 2 negative plays.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Mark 47. Mark 47.
Out of the gun, Brissett. And he's got his man, Hilton. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 14. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
That's it, huh?
A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
You ain't doing nothing today.
From the gun, Bridgewater. He's going to loft one. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Saints get a bit closer. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
We own them. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Here's Edwards. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Coming to you, coming to you.
They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. This offense, number 1 in the NFL in picking up first downs, and their run game got him another one there.
A really good stat to lead the league in, isn't it? Because you keep picking up first downs, sustaining drives, that means you're controlling the football, controlling the clock, and letting your defense rest on the sidelines.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead. but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First down, Indianapolis.
47, Mike, 47. You can't block me.
First down, Brissett. He sets to fire deep. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty would do?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And that will shave one more off this lead.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
58's the money. 58's the money. Check tight end. Check tight. Check tight.
Throwing is Bridgewater. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
On the deep ball. Malik Hooker on the coverage.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Check your hot read.
One last shot now for Bridgewater. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
It's 4th down.
The Saints on 4th down last year, 13 of 16, 2nd best in the league, and they'll try it here.
Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58's the mic.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked by Pierre Desir. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Indianapolis, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they fall to 8-6 with the loss. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.